Hello, welcome everyone to episode 6 of the Party Chat podcast. It's your host, Ben, and over there in the corner is Will,
Hello.
and in the other corner, Alex.
Hi.
It's incredible. We have 3 corners here. So today we're going to be talking a bit about
Triangle.
Triangle. A lot of triangle. I don't have this pulled up.
That actually reminds me to get off topic immediately. Did you guys
Yeah.
see the video of the flat earther guy that said he'd give like
Kyrie?
$100,000 to anyone that can use like navigational maps that pilots use to basically go in a triangle but only using 90-degree turns? And some pilot was just like, "Yeah, I do this all the time." So a triangle that has 3 actual corners. That's what I was getting at. Because the Earth is
Obviously,
round,
the
and so
pilot-
you can do it.
Obviously, the pilot is lying.
Yeah, I know. Because he didn't. I don't know. He did it all on an iPod or an iPad too.
Interesting. All right, so let's get on to some news. First big news. There wasn't a lot of big news actually in the last couple weeks since our podcast. We talked about Red Dead. We talked about a bunch of other stuff. So let's talk about some Pokemon, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pokemon. It's a good game. I like it. It's a good game. I think it's very casual, but that doesn't mean it's a bad Pokemon game. I actually would have to say I like it a lot.
What's it
I
called
just beat
again?
the Elite. Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee.
Is there a difference?
Go to the polls.
Just the whatever Pokemon are in the game. Like there's some exclusives to both games, and like the one game you start with Eevee, and then when you start Pikachu.
Okay.
It's only
So you have to buy both.
I mean, you don't have to, but you can. And I see Will got it.
I did. I just bought it.
It's a good game. I think it's really fun. I can't wait to. It actually seems feasible to get a live dex, like a full live dex of Pokemon, and I can't wait to do that and then start shiny hunting. And yeah, I like it a lot.
I don't like talking about shiny Pokemon.
Why?
I know Rory knows. I don't know if I've told you. Shout out to Rory who sent me a Snapchat. He just completed his Pokédex.
Yes, he did.
I had a shiny Squirtle and I didn't know. I thought the game was broken because I had not a very brand new Game Boy, and so I restarted.
It's probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Oh, I've done the worst dumb shit. But I literally just got Let's Go Eevee. I have not played it at all. But I know what shiny Pokemon are now. And they have Pokemon Suds.
So how much does Let's Go Eevee cost?
They're both
$60. It's a full price
$60.
game. Yeah.
Oh Lord. Is it worth the $60?
I've had $60 worth of fun, so I mean it's worth more. It's worth $60 more than Fallout 76 is.
Ooh.
Ayo.
Uh-oh.
Todd!
Fallout 76. Apparently terrible.
Todd!
Let's find out. Alex, what you got in Fallout 76?
Negative 76.
That would be our rating scale is out of $60, so that's you
right.
would have to get paid $76 to play the game.
Yeah, it is not good. It is not the definition of good. I would go as far to say it is bad. So like the whole purpose of the game. So like when Todd walked out there and started talking about, you can build anywhere. You can build whatever you want. You got and rebuild West Virginia, and just you get out and you put your camp up and you just can build in this small selective area. You can't build next to like any of your friends. You have to like be so far away from, so you can't really have neighbors. So that's kind of dumb. And you have to go out and collect all this junk to be able to build stuff, and then when you get back, you have a stash limit of 400 pounds, and that fills up quick, and you can only carry so much weight on yourself. On top of all the weapons and armor that you're trying to carry, and then there's armor that you can break. You can break down armor to get components to like build crap out of. But then there's like legendary armor, which you can't break down. You have to go and sell that. So it is just it's just a mess, and
So
it's
it's a
not really good.
so it's a grind-a-tron shit show, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's just you get to a point in the game where you're just grinding for springs to be able to build a new piece of power armor or a new and then like all the crap that you build in your camp you don't even get right away. You have to go out and find plans for it. You have to go out and find plans and read them, and then that's how you can like build more crap at your camp, like a freaking lamp. Like like it's so stupid. Everything about it is just like a dumb decision. They took everything that was bad about Fallout 4 and made it a game.
But isn't the appeal like a multiplayer though? Like, is the
Yeah,
multiplayer existent?
yeah, oh yeah. I mean, you can play with your friends and do
You can.
something.
Okay.
You can do quests together. You can go in, but like you can't build in your friend's camp, as far as I know. Your friend can only build at their camp, and you can only build at your camp. Like you can't build a
There's no
society
collaboration.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Have
if
you
you
been
could
nuked
like
yet?
have like, I have had a nuke go off in my game, but I myself have not been nuked.
Okay.
I haven't even seen the nuke. I've only felt the ground rumble, and I've looked into the sky from the mushroom cloud, and the map is so massive, I have no idea where it was even at. So
Sorry, Clarice is barking.
you're fine.
I think she's getting nuked.
Ooh.
No,
She might have to. She did eat up your controller, right?
No, that was Rudolph. It had to have been Rudolph. My Switch Pro controller got the left thumbstick just got completely gnawed off.
that's a mark that is defective.
So bought a
Send
brand
it
new
back.
one.
Get
And
a
I got
warranty, send it back.
I got a freaking. I want to talk about GameStop later, but I got a freaking comfort grip for my Joy-Cons for people to use for Smash. I of course didn't realize I bought the off-brand one because the boxes look exactly the damn same. Pisses me off because they feel different.
Not very comforting.
But anyway, yeah, Fallout sucks, and I haven't played it. But
It sucks.
I almost impulse bought an Xbox, and I did not.
Wait, what would you buy it for?
On Black Friday at GameStop, they had, of course, nothing like door break. Like they have the same deals everyone else does, but they would offer a $50 gift card if you got a new system. So I believe for $430, you could get an Xbox One X that had Fallout 76, and then also the $50 gift card. So I was gonna do that and get Red Dead, or you could do like a $200 S with Minecraft with the $50 gift card as well.
Honestly, Minecraft is worth more of the money than Fallout 76 is. I just need to look something up real quick. Sorry about the typing. I just need to look up something on GameStop right now about Fallout 76.
How much it trades in for?
No.
Oh.
No.
Why don't you just ask Will?
Just like the core game, if they're doing okay, no, they're still charging $60 for it. There's like some places I know that you can get Fallout 76 for $35. I think it's on Steam. I'm not positive though. They've already marked down the price that far. I saw it on Reddit. People were pitching a fit about it.
Well, the autumn sale is going on, I think, on Steam, which I
Yeah.
actually haven't really looked at, but I will look at that right now.
So you two are both former GameStop employees. How does it feel when someone asks you how much the trade-in value is for a game?
It now it wouldn't make any sense as I haven't worked for GameStop in a hot minute. But when I worked there, it drove me insane. Use the app, idiot.
When I was in there, I haven't worked there since April of this year. When I was in the store, I ran into someone that we know, and I was talking to them like, oh yeah, I might buy this because it's that. And then one of his friends just started asking me how much other things costed. Like, I don't know, or how much other things cost. and
You were just like,
I got violent flashbacks of when I would work there. People would text me, like people like
Drake.
not even no, I mean I think maybe he did, but like
all the time.
people like
I
in our
remember.
fantasy football group and like random people that I don't normally talk to would text me like, "Hey, bro, how much how, how much can I get for my Xbox?" I'm like, "Dude, I don't fucking know." Or like, "Do you guys have a Fortnite or just dumb shit?" That was
Fortnite.
so fucking annoying. I did not like. Well, it was fun to work there sometimes, but just I was a very
You know
jaded
what?
employee.
Do you know what was fun at GameStop? Like when I worked there, and it's gonna sound crazy. The holiday season was fun.
You would say that.
And
I
you would
remember.
think it would be the exact. You think it would be the exact opposite. You think that that would be like hell on earth. No, that was one of the working there was fun because like you, I actually liked helping the parents out who had no idea what little Timmy wanted for Christmas or his Nintendo Switch. Like he had no idea what Sonic game he wanted. Like that kind of stuff. I actually like enjoyed doing.
Sonic
Um,
Boom,
yeah, no, not that one.
Sonic Colors.
I yeah, that one. I enjoyed doing that part of the job. It was when the holiday season ended and GameStop kicked back into you sell the bar card, and that's when I started getting pretty upset with working at the company.
The holiday seasons kinda stunk, just because they were usually pretty damn busy, but and just a lot of dumb people and the worst part about those people that needed help is that those are the people that GameStop instructs you to like sell them a bunch of shit that they don't need and raise and make a bunch of profit that way, like the shitty
But
grimy
in,
shit that goes on.
but in my experience during the holiday season, it wasn't so much like they didn't really focus so much on that. They focused on sales, but they didn't focus on how do I like the pro card. They didn't focus on the friggin' cricket. At least when I worked there during
We
the
worked
holiday
for
season.
different people. Your boss did not
Oh,
care.
you're 100%
Your
right.
boss
Yeah,
did
no,
not care.
you're
Without
100% right
naming
about that.
names.
Yeah, you're 100% right about that. But it was different during the holiday season. It was different during the holiday season to me.
But like I you worked there before me, but I started about more than a little over 3 years ago. I just went
Hmm.
in today to keep in mind
Hmm.
a store that I have worked at before,
Hmm.
which is
I think you both of us have the FT.
no G. I went to
Oh,
G. Yeah. Uh, Probably the worst GameStop within,
yeah,
I would say within like 25 miles. Notoriously
yeah.
known. I mean, it's not in a great part, and there's not many close to it, so it probably does well, but it is just not nice. I went in there after I actually worked there back in April, and it was nice. Things were getting better. I went in as a customer, and the people that were working did not recognize me. I have never seen them before. No, like maybe like a oh hey, nothing. Just
Mm.
no like the service. I know like they would push like you need to get out there, bring little tabby, bring the tablet,
Yeah, I was
and
just gonna scream,
like
"Don't forget the tablet!"
upsell, talk about pre-orders, talk about
Yeah,
everything. Like that's what they say they make their money on. It's like well most I mean they make most of their money from pre-owned, but
pre-owned it.
and even the stuff I bought, I asked like, hey, do you guys have? I had to buy a Switch controller or a Pro controller. Immediately, dude just grabbed a new one. Didn't even look at, and I know they had a pre-owned one because I looked on the app before. I was gonna buy a new one
Mm.
anyway, but still did not offer. So I don't. GameStop was just for them to make money. They need great people, and they don't
Oh yeah, you're
hire
100%
great people.
right.
Like the other business model is pretty terrible, but it can work with the right people.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and it can be an enjoyable experience going to a store so long as you have the right employees working there.
Yeah, I went to G because it's pretty close to my house. But usually I
Yeah.
like to go
Yeah.
to FT or R because I know the people
Hmm.
there and the stores are a lot nicer. And even if
Yeah, and that's the other
I know
thing.
they'll hire nice people even if I don't know who they are.
And you know the closest store to me is N, right?
Yes, yeah. Oh god.
It, oh my god, dude.
Chico! Bleep that out. He's
The
gonna
thing that
witness protection's gonna take him again. No, I'm kidding.
the thing that drives me insane about like that location, and it's been almost like every location I've been to recently, like within the past year, is how much crap is on their floors
Oh
now.
my god. I've been in there like twice in my
It's
life
a
and
mess.
it's terrible.
And it's not just that location; it's like almost every location now. They have so much crap, so many
It's
standees, and so
collectibles.
many kiosks. Yeah,
It's
it's
like
just crap.
you have bins
Just
of
straight.
plushes and keychains that no one's ever gonna buy and Fortnite shirts.
Just straight.
GameStop is turning into the Hallmark store.
They're gonna go the way of the Hallmark store in the next 5 years.
The best part about working at my FT GameStop, which I think I worked at the longest, yeah, I had to have, was that it was right next door to a candle store, and so I could just go in there
Oh
all
yeah.
the time.
Yep, I remember that.
That was great. And there's not really great food nearby. Subway.
Shout
Get
out
a
Yankee
Subway.
Candle, sponsor us.
You had a
Yeah.
Red Robin. What are you talking about?
Well, I never had time to go there.
Sponsor
Although I
us.
had to for my boss. You know exactly which one I'm talking about. I'd always have to go get
Yeah.
her food.
Yeah, I remember.
Which, yes, Red Robin sponsor the pod. Yum. Oh my gosh, bottomless root beer floats and bottomless steak fries is like the greatest business. GameStop should learn from Red Robin. Just give me
GameStop's
bottomless
just
root beer
asking.
floats and French fries, and I will go there. It's not that hard. I am a simple
That's
man.
funny.
I,
So-
I love Red
Anyways,
Robin.
Probably enough ranting and robbing about our GameStop.
GameStop is somehow still in business. I still haven't figured that out. And their CEOs got screwed up again. So
Oh,
when
really?
the whole
I didn't
time we
see
worked
that.
there, Paul Raines was CEO.
Yeah,
But then
this
Paul Raines got brain cancer, and I believe he passed about a year ago. I think.
He did?
Yeah, he did. It was this February or last February, I believe. But yeah, he passed. They hired a guy. I don't know what his name was. I don't know if he was already in the company. After about 2 or 3
did.
months, he quit because of personal issues, which I don't think anything happened with that. So now I think they just have an interim guy. And then I don't think Jason Cochran, he might be gone too. And he seemed like he should have been CEO. Because that guy knew what he was talking about. So I don't know what the hell's going on with them. And they got rid of the Elite Pro card. Cricket is done. It's amazing how they're staying afloat.
When
The
I
GameStop and Cricket partnership, I think was the
Terrible.
most pointless. You don't go into a GameStop and say, "Wow, I want a phone."
And you
With
would
minutes.
have to I keep saying have to. Yeah, you would have to, but there were never any managers that got like upset. You would have to like talk to Cricket, talk about Cricket to people, and like if you're like there'd be like 18-year-old kids coming in to buy Call of Duty, and I would like after they'd leave they'd be like, well, why didn't you talk to them about Cricket? Like, I'm not gonna talk to a kid and just be like, hey, buy a frickin' cell phone, you idiot, or like. We had a guy for that too, which thinking
Yeah,
about
we
him
did.
now, man, there's a chance
That
he's in
that-
prison, but
that was a cool story.
there's a few good stories. It man,
So
Well-
here's an idea. Unless GameStop stock is split or something, I have no idea. Economy pod. When I started working for GameStop back in August of 2014, their stock was $40 a share. Can anybody guess how much it is right now?
8.
it's like 15.
It's $14.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's like Ford levels.
Yeah.
They're going the way of the automobile.
Yeah.
It's
Dying.
not-
so in January they were at $20, and yeah, it's 14 right now. And just man, I don't know how they. I feel like this holiday season will be a big factor in that. I don't know
Oh yeah.
if numbers have come out for that. Their stock has gone up. They were like $12 on the
They were at
20th.
12. Yeah.
But then again, I think that happens every year
Yep.
when Black Friday and things come around.
All right, let's wrap this up. We got a lot to talk about today. So, GameStop, in summary, it sucks. It will not get better. Sell your stock, but don't blame me if it does well. Um, just a quick shout out to Spyro to Remastered. It really needed an update in terms of graphics, art, everything like that. If you look back at any PS1 game, especially the good games for the PlayStation, like Spyro, they just look terrible, absolutely terrible.
And the controls
Spyro,
are probably pretty
new one?
crummy.
Yeah, they're not great.
It's kind of difficult for me to
You
go
know,
back and play N64 a little bit.
There's certain games where you can say, "Wow, this did not age well. I have no desire to play this."
Remaster Glover, you
Remaster Glover.
fuckers. I don't know if I've talked about Glover 2 on the pod, but I think I'd have to be like under the influence of something to talk about that because that shit is so confusing.
Wait, there's a Glover too?
They're supposedly the creator. Alex, what do you need to say? You were like gnawing at the bit.
I was very confused. I heard Glover. I didn't hear Glover 2, and I was like, you have to be on side. I thought you loved Glover 2. What do you or Glover?
I love Glover.
Ah!
So the quote unquote creators of Glover made a Reddit post somewhere. It might I don't know if it was our gaming or whatever, saying like, "Oh yeah, dude, we got Glover 2 coming on," and then like it was just this really weird thing. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, Glover 2's coming," and then apparently other people that had worked on the original Glover were like, "Yeah, that wasn't real." So I don't remember. I'll have to go and look it back up. Maybe another time. I would say like a top 50 Glover fan in the world. My dad. I was talking to my parents the other day. I'm like, "You guys used to play video games with me." And my dad was like, "Yeah, you used to make us play Glover, and I hated it, and you didn't know how to play it." But I go on the record that I love that game. But I don't know. So there may be a second one coming out. It was a very weird story.
I just found a Kotaku article about it.
About Glover 2?
Yeah, so the studio that announced Glover 2 didn't actually have the rights to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very...
As a legal expert, I don't think you can do that.
Do you see this iPhone I have here?
Yes.
This is in my hand. I invented this. I will now start making these and selling these. Well, I will not make them. I will hire those damn Singapore kids to... I don't Oh,
right,
also, let me give a quick shout out to Brett Kavanaugh for getting confirmed into Smash. Call back.
Watch. Is that episode 4?
3, I think.
Okay.
Whatever
Brett
episode we
Kavanaugh
talk about Brett Kavanaugh, please watch that one. It is very, very bipartisan judgment, I'd say.
Smash 6 Judgment Day? Question mark.
Smash 6 is only gonna be humans.
Yeah, it's gonna be just Nintendo employees.
And instead of the Grim Reaper killing Luigi, it's gonna be Iwata.
Ooh.
That was a bad joke.
Ooh.
Will, do you want to take over and talk about the Game of the Year nominees?
Oh, first,
I thought
we were talking about Spyro for a second. I've already completed Spyro 1 and 2 100%. That's all I have to say.
What'd you think?
Moving on. I love those games. I loved them when I was a kid, and I love them now.
Okay.
we need to talk about 100% games, but looking over our list of things, I think Alex needs to talk about some TikToks.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, I hate them. They're the worst things ever invented by all of mankind. Dude, I just you guys are having a whole discussion before we started this about what we were going to talk about, and for some reason I ignored everything you guys were talking about and just watched TikTok the entire time. on my phone, and oh my god, dude, it's just filled with. There's some funny ones out there, I will admit. There's some ones that are like genuinely funny, but then there's just like girls in this anime wigs doing this freaking Japanese
Hit or
thing.
miss.
That
I guess they never miss,
those,
huh?
huh?
You got a
And
boyfriend. I bet he doesn't kiss ya, moi.
do you want me to end my life on the
Something,
pod note?
something. Wiz Khalifa. Damn! I don't know the
But like that, they're just so bad, dude. There's so like okay, so ironic TikTok, the Twitter account. That one's funny because they actually just post like dumb,
like
funny
mine.
yeah, like yours. And but then there's like these like kids out there who think that they're like in like doing this like funny thing, but no, you're just making videos that you're gonna regret at some point in your life because some guy is gonna duet you, you make doing that clip where you're talking about your mom not being alive anymore. He's gonna do the Fortnite L dance. Like it's not. You're just gonna regret everything you've done. I understand you're 14 years old. I was that age at one time. Thank God TikTok didn't exist. But
I'm going to go on the record here and say I do not regret the YouTube videos that I made when I was a kid. Because I did that same shit, but I had YouTube, which is way more accessible. And some people have
like,
found them, and I used to be mad about it, but I have now accepted that.
So what were some of the videos you made?
I will not be discussing that on the podcast. Maybe someday.
I'll do some research and we'll
That'll
bring
be
this
our
back another time.
that'll be one of our top Patreon goals.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just above our
Unlock
feet
this and
picks.
watch. Ew.
oh no, top like Patreon goal. It should be like we all watch them together and commentate over them.
We
That
don't have
would-
a Patreon, right?
No, are you kidding me? We barely have a Twitter. We barely have a podcast.
Do you want to make one?
Our main source of income is me gambling and buying stupid shit.
And making foam.
Oh, and making foam, and I think Ben like.
I don't have income. I just lose income. I gamble my money away.
Fuck. I'm gonna have to do a gambling live stream of me just fucking going fucking hard.
Our viewers would hate us after the second week of them losing $500.
Man, our Patreon would be nuts.
Fantasy football is tough, folks.
Oh yeah, fucking fantasy football. Alex, you have a good chance of winning the league.
I'm doing all right.
Hey, guess what, Alex? I have the most points in the league, and I'm gonna miss the playoffs. Did you see that?
I did. I did see that.
It's incredible.
Yes, I did.
How
It is incredible.
How amazing.
Like, hey, do you know that when Shabam started 5-0 and then I beat him and I ended his record, he hasn't won a game.
Yeah, he's like 4-7, or he's terrible. Stinks.
Yeah, I beat him again, so he just I sent him a screenshot of this score and I said I am the harbinger of your doom.
He should try. He needs to pray to. He needs to make a sacrifice to Vishnu. Yeah, Vishnu's the greatest.
So yeah,
man, our Patreon. Subscribe to our Patreon. We just need. I will make a Patreon as soon as we have one listener that isn't some people that we know. Follow the Twitter at the Party Chat Pod, because I was looking at analytics and something said that we have like 50 average listeners, which I kind of don't believe.
There's no way that's right.
It can't be right, but that's what it says.
No way.
I don't even listen to them.
it 50 times.
I was going to say, I've listened to like 2 of them just for quality control, and then I listened to the Brett Kavanaugh one because that one was actually funny. So I don't know. So I can only measure our actual success based on our Twitter, and the only people that follow us on the Twitter are people that I personally know.
Squeeze an Echo Fighter.
Dude, that was so funny.
That was beer. Yeah, we do have 11 Twitter followers though, so rock on. I'm not sure if we have.
If we get up to like 69 Twitter followers, we'll create a Patreon where you can voluntarily give us money.
Yep, and you get feet pics. You can have
Uh,
our Fortnite account names.
we could have
Uh,
a bake sale. You want to have a bake sale? You can sell
yeah,
puppy
we could have a
chow.
bake sale. One time I did. I sold ice cream floats with some people for about 10 hours outside, and I think I made $3. It was terrible.
Worth it.
It was so
What was
awful.
the What was the temperature outside? Was it warm or cold?
I think it was
Oh, it had to have
hot,
been hot.
but
There you
like it
go.
was
Oh,
it
I
was
was
with
hoping it would be cold. That'd be even funnier.
it was 3 people, and then like I was like, oh, I'll help, I guess. So they basically just like cut me out of everything, and like I did as much work as anyone else. So they divided all the money amongst themselves, and then each gave me $1. So I
Oh,
think they
nice.
made decent money, and I made $3, which I probably spent. Let's see, what would like a 12-year-old me spend $3 on?
Two
Ice
Mountain
cream
Dews for
float.
259 at
Yeah,
Speedway.
I probably went up to the. I almost said the bad word. I probably almost went up to the carry-out market by my house and bought.
All
Yeah.
right, so Alex,
You made
why
me
is this
think that
funny?
you made me think that I said it out loud. I will never say that. I love walking. I probably went up to the carry out and bought like like cookies or something, which just
Neat.
further
I
advanced
almost
my
said the
obesity.
bad word.
Oh,
All right.
I
What else
don't
are
even
we
know what the
talking
hell we were
about?
talking. Oh,
I,
Ben got
well,
Lost
us.
the
yeah,
rails here.
I got a Switch,
Yeah,
and
Ben got
also
us.
I got a Switch. That's about it. I played Legend of Zelda. It's pretty
You
good.
got a Switch?
Yeah,
Yeah, I need it. Send me your friend code.
yeah. I'll post it on Twitter.
What the hell's your
Let's see.
what the hell's
Let's
your
see.
name now?
I'll post it on Twitter. Oh, I'm Mr. Esports. That's my
That's what it
first and
was, because
last name.
it was what was it for? You changed it after like one day. Because when I added you,
Uh,
you were like something dumb, and I'm like, you fucker. But it was your stupid face because you had the spider on your
yeah.
face.
Oh, okay.
I
Abby,
have one
you'll
too.
understand. We'll post on the Party Chat pod my friend code.
Yeah, at the party.
Um,
Yeah, we will all post our. We'll post our shit eventually,
and then
especially for
let's.
Smash. If you want Alex and I to
Ooh.
literally dick you in Smash, come fucking find us. That goes to everyone that we know too. Alex and I will personally fuck you, and then we can play Smash Brothers. We could go to France, and then we can play Smash together.
If you want to play someone that you can win against, play against me. I'm not very good
I think I was
at
making
any video game.
I think I was making a Paris France reference to like Wolfie right to her face the other day. Bless her soul. I don't know why I did, but all right, that's all right. Anyway, yes, Ben got a Switch and he's played Zelda for probably like fucking 15 hours.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, yeah.
Good
So
game.
let's
It's
let's
really
talk
good.
about the Game of the Year nominees, and then Will, do you want to take this because I don't have the list?
Sure. So the Game Awards are on December 6th. I also want to preface this by saying fuck the Golden Joysticks have no credibility because they voted Fortnite for Game of the Year, which came out last year. Um, so
It's
we're
like
gonna
best movie and best picture. I don't
yeah.
understand it, but I can understand why it would be.
No, it came out last year. It doesn't qualify. It's not like the Oscars. The Oscars they do it at the beginning of the year. Game Awards happen at the end of the year for the current year because no other games really come out after that. So they
Okay.
so Game of the Year for the Game Awards our boy Jeff Keighley come on the pod. He would fucking never. He'd cry. Sorry, my Yoshi went off. So their Game of the Year nominees. They have 6. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Celeste,
Very good.
very big underdog. God of
Very
War,
good game.
Marvel's Spider-Man. I hate saying Marvel Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Monster Hunter World, which I forgot came out this year, and then Red Dead Redemption 2. So what are you fellas picking out of there?
So let's be real here. The real fight here is God of War versus Red Dead 2.
Spider-Man drives a hard bargain.
Spider-Man is fun.
Spider-Man was good, but it's not God of War good.
I'll take your word on it.
I'm gonna profess this. That's not the right word. Either way, I haven't played God of War. I probably need to since I have a PlayStation.
Boy.
But
God of War. I've played Red Dead 2. I like Red Dead 2. Red Dead 2 is really, really good. I love God of War. That game wins it for me. Celeste is a close second. When I played Celeste for the first time and beat it, I said that's the game of the year so far. But then God of War and everything came out. God of War it's good.
I will say I will always root for the underdog in Celeste and like the small studio. Matt make game.
I was gonna say, our boy Matt make games. I'm gonna try and contact Matt make. I have to. Towerfall Ascension is like such an underrated, fucking great game.
Very good game. Very good, just fun multiplayer game. I think we need Towerfall Ascension 2.
I think we do. Well, I like the. I wish I had like a story. That'd be. I think they could do that, but I don't know. I think Matt is busy. So Alex votes for God of War.
Yeah.
Or go ahead.
Ooh, Towerfall Ascension was, I believe, a launch title for the Ouya, which is a fun fact.
Conacher.
I was just gonna ask Ben if he has played Celeste.
No, I have it on my list.
Yeah, that's.
I'll probably play it before the next time.
It's on the Switch.
The next
and
pod.
It's worth the play.
Okay.
It's on the Switch and it's worth the play.
So, of these 6 games, Celeste is the only game I've played, so it gets my vote.
It's pretty bad horror video game podcast, and like
I don't have a PlayStation. Sony, please sponsor the pod. I know you've seen my tweets.
You should have been a manager at GameStop when they were giving them for free.
Yeah, dude, that's another. Managers at GameStop get so much shit. I think last year they all got an Xbox One X, a PS4 Pro, and a Switch.
Mm-hmm.
And then most managers just fucking sell it back to GameStop for like nothing.
Yep.
And then I'm like, hey,
That's free money
hey,
for them.
manager, can I have yours? You already have like 4 PlayStations. Can I just have this one? No, Will. Fuck off. That's exactly what my boss sounded like. So I pick Celeste. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that Red Dead's gonna win, just because it's a fan vote.
oh,
And
yeah.
recency bias and Xbox homies could vote for it too.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, Ben,
Is it
what
really
did you
a
vote
fan
for?
It's not like
Spider-Man?
interesting.
I vote for Spider-Man. Spider-Man's fun. It has a lot of filler. I won't be upset if it's not Game of the Year, but if it is, yeah, sure.
I'll go ahead and throw a spoiler alert out. Just because I saw a very funny meme. So you know when in the Spider-Man game, when Aunt May is in the hospital and she says, like, take off your mask. I want to see my nephew. They do that. He pulls it off and it's Tobey Maguire. Just goes, pizza time. It was a very, very well made meme. Fucking.
That's really good.
It was very damn funny.
That's really funny.
All right, so we split the votes here. Best ongoing game. We're not going to go through all the categories, just the ones that we care about. I mentioned this. I mean, obviously we know who's going to win before I even name the categories. But here are your nominees for Best Ongoing Game. Awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Destiny 2. Forsaken.
Oh.
I guess that's probably the name of the DLC, just like the
It's
Taken
the
King.
DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fortnite. No way that's going to win. No Man's Sky.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Overwatch, which Overwatch came out last spring? Or no, 2 springs ago. They had their 2-year.
Yeah.
Since Overwatch has come out, they've added a few like horde modes, seasonal horde mode. I guess they add a bit. I was about to slam them for not really adding anything. But compared to all
it's not.
I know.
Yeah.
It's just because people play it a lot. Compared to the other games, they haven't added nearly as much. And then Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege.
I don't
Obviously,
think Rainbow Six added.
They add
a lot,
new
but I can't be
operators
wrong.
since they have their year passes.
I had to give Rainbow Six Siege a lot of credit for having such a huge player base still.
Yeah, they
Like,
took on CS:GO.
yeah, like they have like a huge following, and that game's old, and they're still pretty consistent in keeping that game fresh and interesting. So I gotta give them a lot of credit. I knocked that game a lot when it first came out, and now I look at it like, man, that's actually a game.
Yeah, and No Man's Sky. That
They changed a lot.
it needs to be comeback game of the year, not because no one
Most
fucking played it.
most
Everyone,
improved.
there was a
No.
giant, there was a
Everyone bought it.
revolution or a revolt when
No
that
one
game
liked it.
came out, and now it's apparently good. But there's so many people that will refuse to play it, so I don't think it's gonna. Fortnite's obviously gonna win by a
Oh yeah, Fortnite.
absolute landslide.
Of all these games, Fortnite probably deserves it.
Absolutely. And as screwy as this is to say, that game absolutely deserves it. They are so consistent in keeping new weapons going and interesting things and events to keep players interested in the game.
I can guarantee. I haven't played the game in a couple months, but I can guarantee you, if I look back at the map, I'll be like, "Wow, this changed immensely."
Plus, they
Like,
had
it caught me off guard. I didn't play for a couple months, and then got back on, and there's just a giant crater in the middle of the map.
Mhm.
Like,
Hey,
all right, sweet.
Oh, yeah, that creator.
Plus, they had Thanos in the game. He was pretty.
Yeah,
cool.
they have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They had Thanos.
Thanos,
So
who destroy the Avengers.
So I pick Overwatch, I guess. I don't know.
I picked Fortnite.
Destiny 2
I picked
stinks.
Fortnite. That's a good show.
For my personal. Fortnite's gonna win, but I pick Overwatch
I like Fortnite.
just because that's what I play the most. But I guess if I'm gonna be objective and say most advancements or best ongoing game awarded to a game for outstanding development, I'm gonna pick No Man's Sky actually.
It's not a bad pick. They did change a lot.
So now we go on to best art direction, and this kind of makes me mad. For outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation, what game would you think would be on here? Or what do you guys think the nominees are?
Near Autonoma. Does that come out this year?
No, that was not this year.
No. Was that okay? That's one I thought of immediately.
I'd guess Celeste, even though it's like not. I don't want to say amazing looking, but
When I hear
it's
best
a cool
art,
style.
the first game I think of is Detroit Become Human.
Mm.
Not nominated.
That game is actually art too. Like,
Here
that's
are your
actually
nominees. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. What the fuck?
The game is beautiful. That world, I get where you're coming from, but that world is very well made. As someone who's played the game, it's very well made.
I want to say something really offensive. I won't.
I feel like I don't care whether something is like realistic now, because I've come to expect it.
Is Red Dead 2
Like,
on that list?
I will get
Red
to
Dead 2
that,
is on
but
the list.
I'm gonna mute myself for the pod, but you guys will still hear me. What my offensive thing is, and you'll hear the raw reactions.
I don't think you.
Ooh.
Oof, that's a rough take.
I can't wait till I don't check that and it just comes through because I'm stupid.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Assassin's Creed Odyssey, God of War, Octopath
Beautiful.
Traveler, baby,
Oh, that's my pick. I don't even care what the rest are.
Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
That's my cup, Mom. She told me to shut up, and she was ripping a cig. Red Dead 2, and then Return of the Obra Dinn.
I'm looking at that game right now. It looks cool.
It looks pretty
Looks
damn
neat.
cool. It kind of looks like
give it to that one.
looks like a '90s computer game, like an Oregon Trail kind of thing, but actiony, like pixelated, like it looks like it was made on DOS.
Grim Fandango-y?
No,
Huh. That's actually a really cool looking game.
but I would probably
it's
say
still
Octopath Traveler because I like the book,
Absolutely,
book
100%.
book storytelling thing works for me, and just all the drawings of the characters.
they're 8-bit sprites in an 8-bit 3D world.
Yeah.
Like it is so good looking. That game looks real. I pick Octopath Traveler.
I picked that too.
I'm gonna pick Obra Dinn because I think it looks cool.
It does look cool.
I'm gonna have to discredit like all the other like realistic looking games though, because like I feel like art style shouldn't be based on how real it looks, because like
It should be.
but you can go outside and see something beautiful, you know. To be something that you can't see.
Yeah, creating a world is much more impressive than making a realistic version of the current of that real life.
That's why I don't knock Assassin's Creed Odyssey on there, because they rebuilt ancient Greece. Like that's artistic. That's really really cool. And the same thing goes for Assassin's Creed Origins, rebuilding ancient Egypt.
All right,
but like it already existed.
Right, but it's not there anymore. It's the only way you can see it.
Yeah, but we should be crediting the original like art people.
You mean God?
Yeah, God when he created Egypt.
That's just the way I look at it.
Octopus. I mean Octodad. I mean Octopath.
Octopus.
I picked that. Now we move on to best multiplayer game. Boy, this is a stinker. Listen to these nominees. Black Ops 4. Understandable. I'm not trashing that.
Yeah.
Destiny 2. Forsaken.
Oh boy.
Fortnite. Again, that came out last year, but it got popular this year. So, that's a DQ from Will. Monster Hunter World. Okay. Then
okay pick.
You already knew what it was, baby. It's Sea of Thieves. Oh. Yeah.
Oh no.
Which I originally thought was not this year, but it totally was.
It did. That came out this year.
What a pile of garbage. Black
what
Ops
was the
4.
first one? Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Just pick that.
I'd pick Monster Hunter World because I will not vote for Call of Duty. Sea of Thieves, I don't even want to give it attention. Now, I don't know why Ben put this on. What do you want? Best There's a whole esports section. You want me to do best esports game?
Best esports.
Best esports game? Or what?
Game.
CSGO.
There's an omission I'm pissed off about.
CSGO, Dota 2, Fortnite, League of Legends, and Overwatch. And
that's not football.
I would like to declare a write-in answer, which I know Ben is going to say the same thing.
Rocket League.
It's Rocket League, baby. Are you kidding me?
Number one. Close second, Golf with Friends.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Close third is Trivia Crack 2.
Ooh, no. It's not good.
It's basically the same thing. And
the same thing.
The tower challenge. Yeah, the tower thing is almost unplayable with the ads. Fortnite's gonna win, obviously. And then I'm looking at, I want to go through content, the community award for content creator of the year. These people create content out of the blue, complete.
Before you name these off, I just want to say the person who won this last year was Boogie2988, an actual content creator who is well known. Please list them.
It's not people that just play Fortnite with a camera. All right, I'm gonna name these people. Tell me if either of you have heard of them. Dr. Lupo.
I've heard of him.
Ben.
What? No.
All right, I think he's a Fortnite streamer.
He is a streamer, yes. I don't know what he specifically streams, but yes, yeah.
Myth.
No idea.
I know he is signed by TSM. I know he plays Fortnite. I think he just got in trouble for something. I feel like there was just a big scandal with him. So,
good.
I don't know. Ninja. Have you guys heard of Ninja?
Yeah.
I think so. I think I'm going to be called up to the national team.
Pokimane?
Pokimane, I've heard of her.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
These are all streamers so far.
Does she play Fortnite?
Last I saw her, she was doing Just Dance with Greek God X, whatever his name is.
Why isn't Amaranth on the list? You guys know who Amaranth is? She's the girl that
She
plays. She does Just Dance in tights and like low cut tank tops,
oh
and she's
yeah,
and
I know who
averages
that
over
is.
2,000 viewers.
Yeah, I
And
know who
then we
that
have
is.
Willy Rex.
No idea. Is that
Never
any
heard of
relation
him.
to any relation to Tech Rex?
I don't
Okay.
think REX. I
So
don't think so.
he's a Spanish Fortnite streamer. The first result, or like one of the first 3 video results on Google when I looked up all these people, was a Fortnite stream.
Even Pokimane, because that's the only one I don't know if she's a
Yep.
Fortnite streamer. Okay,
I don't think she is, but like one of the first videos was like,
but she's just a streamer, right?
Yeah.
It's a girl, right?
Yeah, it's a girl.
yes. The
Okay.
first, so in Google, the first result after Pokimane, when I like the first like fill-in result is Pokimane, then Pokimane thick. So that's interesting.
Fuck, I love the
Oh.
internet.
Very nice.
Mini rant here. These people are not content creators. You can have a personality. I understand that. You can watch Ninja and shit for skill, whatever. I don't do that, but people do that. These people do not. Ninja playing Fortnite for like 6 hours a day is not. That's not. He's not a content creator. He just plays Fortnite. Sure, you can offer your. I mean, if he does his own thing with the game, sure, but he just plays the game, to my knowledge. It's not like his YouTube videos are just highlights of his streams, and same with the other people. Like, I would nominate. I think. Let me get his name right. I believe his name is Game Champ.
Video Game Donkey.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, Donkey makes content. I would say. Video Game Champ 3000. He is the guy that tries to beat games by doing certain things. Like, he made the video of trying to beat Super Mario Odyssey without jumping, like only rolling and cap throwing, and he fucking did it
That's
by
really
tracking with Toadette, because you get all the bonus moons. When he went and talked to her, it said 0. I think it might have said like 2 because of ones you absolutely had to do. But like, there's people
That's
that
pretty
actually
cool,
think
though.
of ideas like it's like these these Fortnite streamers just they don't. They just play the game. They just play a game. Like, I stream. I don't make fucking content. I just play a game. I don't know. I don't know. I think for a community award, and of course, like, Ninja's gonna win. Obviously, the most popular. I don't know. Can't really. It's
The
not a
most
very good
popular
community
esports
award.
person of all time.
Yeah, you can't make
So-
it a very good community
Just
award
to
if you have
make-
the most
just make
like
a
business person of them all.
So here's my question to you, Will. Can you be exclusively a streamer and a content creator?
Yeah, there's
Yes.
people that stream and then make like videos as well.
So would you call like? So you're gonna say like Ninja's not necessarily a content creator. 'Cause
he's-
he just plays Fortnite. But like somebody like Kit Boga is a content creator.
Yes, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
it's not that Ninja really isn't a content creator. It's just that content is not. It's not original content. Like, there's probably thousands of people right now streaming Fortnite.
No, yeah, I 100% agree.
Like, he's not doing. His difference from everyone else is that he's good. It's
Right.
not that he like look at Rudism on Twitch. This guy plays Fortnite with like a baked potato controller. This guy makes controllers out of like random shit and plays
That's
games with them.
really
Like,
cool.
show off that. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Or show the people
that's
on Twitch
original.
that make art or shit. Like, don't just
Yeah.
have 5 people that just play Fortnite.
You're not wrong. I 100% agree with you there. Like
It's
you have
bullshit.
you have Vine Sauce who has been streaming for how long? Years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like years before Twitch was a thing, and he garnishes thousands of viewers a stream. Thousands.
And he doesn't
And
care about money at all. He doesn't show
He doesn't
subs
care
or
about money
donos
at all.
unless
He
he's
does
doing
not
his
show
fucking
subs.
charity
He
streams.
doesn't accept donos at all. The only donations he accepts is for his charity stream. That's it. This dude is a saint, and he has amazing content. And when it comes like his trash streams or just the games he plays, he's playing Super Mario World randomized last night. Like, he actually does interesting content. Or like, and then you have other small streamers like, for instance, one guy I watched, Seth Drums TV. He drums. The dude's a good drummer, and that's his content. So I understand where you're coming from. They're just Fortnite streamers.
When I said Myth was in a scandal, that was not Myth. That was a guy named Tfue, which was, I think, another Fortnite streamer.
Fortnite streamer.
Oh, I won't repeat what he said, but yeah, he said something bad.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, freaking, I don't know. And I'd rather watch. I would not like watching Varg Skeletor fucking explode Windows 98 by fucking downloading toolbars and shit. Like that is
original content. It is yeah. Do you see
like,
that Etika's doing that now?
Etika. No, I did not see that.
And apparently, there's a video out there or a stream where Etika watched Joel's Windows destruction
reaction
video
videos are not
good. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying this is something he did, and now Joel is talking about how Etika's trying to do Windows destruction videos. Now I don't know. It's really weird.
I won't comment on Etika, but I don't like him. Mm-hmm. That's just I don't like reaction. He like clickbait shit. I don't know. I obviously never met him. I'm not judging him as a person. I don't like what he does.
You don't like his content.
Yeah. Content. All right. Fuck that. I picked no one to win this. I write in Game Champ 3000.
I write in Vine Sauce.
Ben, who do you
I write
pick?
in Video Game Donkey.
I think you should write in twitch.tv/Wallbo.
I do that. I do. Twitch. We are sponsored by twitch.tv.wallbo. He is paying us money.
I don't have anything that's like I have so much Nintendo shit. Oh, we're sponsored by this right here.
Will is showing me a skeleton with my Subway name tag on it.
Yes. Subway, please give me free Sammys. Please. Man, if we could have any sponsor of all the podcast sponsors I've heard, Mack Weldon would be. They have apparently insanely nice underwear, and I'm just saying, if Mac, if you're listening, just one pair. I need it. So please, on Twitter @thepartychatpod. Okay, let's get up. Fuck the E-Awards or Game Awards. We're gonna have our own award show.
Yeah, next podcast, our own award show, our own awards, our own criteria. We will have better awards, the best awards.
Like the best Glover game that's ever been released.
The answer is Glover 2.
Maybe I could have my pops come on and talk about Glover. We shall see.
Speaking of best, so we're not doing a 3v3v3 this week. We are doing instead a list of top 5 Flash games. Me and Will are competing, and Alex is going to judge since he has apparently never played a Flash game in his entire life.
Except
the helicopter one.
Which is called
what?
The
helicopter
you
one.
were just playing it. What's it called?
Helicopter game.
Actually, I think that's what it's called.
Okay.
It is what it's called. I have it on my computer right now.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go, I guess top 5. That's going to be hard. And as we talk about them, Alex is going to play these games and then determine who has the better list. Keep in mind, Ben and I all play these games probably before we were like 10 years old, or like about like 10, 13.
I played a lot of Flash games, I will say that.
Yeah, maybe 10 is not a good number. Less than like 15 years old, probably, for most of them.
Alright, so let's get started. For my list, Alex, number 5 is Kanye Zone.
Kanye
Zone?
Okay.
I don't remember what you do in the game, but I remember the audio is just nonstop. Don't let me into my zone. Don't let me into my zone.
Yes, so you have a purple circle that you have to defend from...
Is it literally KanyeZone.com?
Yes, from pictures of Kanye that are flying at you, and you can use the arrow key to move like your blocking circle around the circle. So all the while, Kanye is flying at you saying, "Don't let me into my zone. Don't let me into my zone." And if he finally gets you, him and Jay-Z appear and say, "I'm definitely in my zone." Right now, I have the #1 spot on KanyeZone.com. Alex, have you noticed this?
No, you're number 2, idiot.
I'm #2. What?
David Sucks is now number 1.
Oh, come on.
So Ben played this before we recorded and had a bunch of high scores, and then made the #1 score Alex Sucks. And then apparently a guy named David Sucks is now on there. So if you're listening, David, fuck you!
Yeah, so that's my #5.
Oh, my #5. All right, I was not thinking about an order per se. I was thinking one first. I'm kind of on the spot. #5. Part of this was because of the game. Part of this was because of the music. And as soon as I say this, Ben should know what I'm talking about. I am a big fan of Daft Punk.
Oh,
and
too low.
I like I said, the order doesn't really matter because it's not a draft. So I am going with Kitten Cannon. So Alex, hop on addictinggames.com and search Kitten Cannon. You launch it up, you hear dun 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 dun. Harder, better, faster, stronger. Just fucking going hard.
All right.
The
so
first
Alex,
time
first off, have you played Kanye Zone yet?
I just finished playing Kanye Zone. I'm
Okay.
now on Kitten Cannon.
What's your
I
first
tried to turn it
impression?
down a little bit. It's interesting. You just spin a circle around a circle, and you keep Kanye out of his zone.
Yeah,
and
pretty
Alex
shitty,
Sucks is
right?
#2.
Pretty fun game.
Pretty
There's a
terrible
leaderboard.
game. Now
You're
shoot
on
a
the
cat
leaderboard,
out of a
Alex.
fucking cannon and have it land on
I'm
spikes.
I just clicked start on Kitten Cannon. And what button do I just click?
You move the cannon up and down and then click whenever you want to shoot it, depending on what power level. If you land on trampolines or bombs, you get launched further, and the cat goes. it's so funny. Or you can just land on spikes and instantly die, or land in a Venus flytrap and it just fucking chomps your ass. And just
I'm at 293 feet.
I think that's pretty good. But
No.
when I was a kid, that shit was so just funny to me, and I would just spend so long playing that game.
It's just mindless entertainment.
Like when I was like
How far
10,
can it go?
or like when I was 10, launching insanely fast and then immediately hitting spikes and the cat dying was just hilarious to me. I don't know. So,
Alex, is it still hilarious?
I launched 33 feet and landed in a Venus flytrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's trials and tribulations, baby. Oh, very very good game. So yeah, I guess Kitten Cannon. I don't know.
I
My
launched
order.
16 feet and hit spikes. So far, I'm having more fun with this than Kanye Zone.
Yay!
I mean, it's higher on my list than Kanye. So, my #4, the Impossible Quiz.
That's yeah.
So the Impossible Quiz is a game with, I don't want to say nonsensical, but little sensical questions. Questions that require probably the logical skills of like either a wizard or a 2-year-old to understand.
I'm gonna say something about this game.
What?
I watched PewDiePie play this, and I was like,
The
in high
Impossible
school.
Quiz? Oh.
Yeah.
Did he beat it?
I don't remember.
No way.
Fantastic game. Just fun to play.
People speedrun it.
Yeah. Just thinking about some of the questions now. Just kind of fun.
Can a matchbox?
No, but a
That's what
tin
I'm on.
can.
Thanks.
That's the answer.
I could tell you probably the answers to like the first like 40 questions. I feel fairly confident without even seeing them. Yeah, that's a good choice.
It just requires you to think outside the box too. Especially there are some where instead all the question choices are wrong and you have to like click on the circle or something like that.
Yeah, I don't. That was originally going to be on my list, but now I might not put it on there. I'm not entirely sure because I'm just going for the win at this point. But I did like playing that. There was also an Impossible Quiz 2 that was all right as well. but I feel like the 1 definitely holds up more, especially Boggy. That was always my favorite question, coloring him and then just like Boggy, this damn fish.
I made it to
It's hard to
question
explain
7.
this game because you can't.
Yeah, you
You
gotta
have no
play it.
idea what we're talking about.
Yeah, it sounds
We'll
insane.
post the links for all these.
I made it to question 7.
It was made in that game was made in Flash, and it probably took like a week.
Are you
Man,
talking about a different game?
no, still Impossible Quiz.
Okay.
So number
Alright.
4 for me, man, there's some things I want to say, but I feel like Alex playing them right now would not have fun. Like I want to say Bowman 2 because that was a good game, but I'm not going to. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with another classic. I'm gonna go with Interactive Buddy. Beating the shit out of that little gray guy was so entertaining. This is just pointing out how sadistic I was as a child. Like you just have the little gray guy, you beat the shit out of him and make money. You could buy like rockets and bombs and baseballs and dead babies, I'm pretty sure, and just beat the shit out of this guy. It was so mindless. And then you could buy skins on him. You could buy like a Tinky Winky skin to dress him up as, or like a Napoleon Dynamite skin, and it would just he would make like freaking idiot like when you beat the shit out of him. Just mindless fun. And I saw a meme the other day, and it was like, when you get to heaven, or to get to heaven or hell, you won't be judged on your actions. It will be based on what you did to this guy, and it was the Interactive Buddy.
All right, full disclaimer. I just bought a grenade and gave it to the Interactive Buddy, and I was not expecting the just absolute destruction.
Yeah, you can.
He's running away from it
Yeah,
now.
and if you don't want to be mean to him, he has a mood, so he can be mad if you keep beating the shit out of him, or you can like tickle him and spray him with water, and he'll start to get happy and kind of move around more. So that was you could play God basically. So that was always a good one for me. Good old mindless Interactive Buddy.
Next game, please.
Alex, are you not having fun?
Oh no.
No,
Oof.
not at all, actually.
Are you throwing baseballs at him? Because I'm having fun throwing
Yes,
baseballs at
I'm
him.
throwing baseballs at him, but the
Switch
idiot
to a
can't
grenade.
catch. I did that first thing. First thing was grenade. Then I did fists, and now I'm on baseball, and I'm
He's
done.
just. I like dropping it and watching him run into the corner. All right, we're sadistic.
The best.
So far it goes impossible game.
Impossible Quiz.
Kitten Cannon.
Impossible Quiz is different than the Impossible Game.
Quiz. Impossible Quiz. Kitten Cannon. Kanye's Own Interactive Buddy. Next game.
It's Block Source.
What is it?
Should have
Block
figured.
Source. CoolMathGames.com. This was a game that Block Source.
What?
I posted the link in Discord. Okay, so Block Source is just it's a puzzle game. You flip around like a two length cubic or rectangular prism just around, and you have to get the thing. You have to get the prism in the hole without it falling off the map. It's just a really fun puzzle game. Doesn't take too long to finish, but it requires some thinking and logical skills. It's fun.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I have played this. I've played this one before.
Uh-oh.
I really like this game.
There we go.
This is a very good game.
All right, I gotta step
This
it up,
is good.
which means I gotta pull out this, and I'm trying to find a link for you, although I'm not sure if I need to. Oh shit. So I am going with a more newer Flash game, but I'm going with Happy Wheels, baby. Watching this
Is that
shit,
a Flash game?
it sure is.
Interesting.
Browser based. So
I'm not gonna play this. I've played this
yeah,
before.
Alex knows what it is.
So
Dumb fun. Some of the maps were really fun. Even watching like the don't move ones where it just takes you, people make crazy shit. There was like the Pokemon one where like the fucking like Onyx would just kill you, and the spikes and the different cars you could drive, the crazy man in the wheelchair with rockets, or the dad and the kid on the bike. Just dumb fun.
I remember playing this game on my Macintosh computer in high school, and I remember Uber Hacks or Nova playing it on YouTube,
Hell
and
yeah.
then also PewDiePie.
Hell yeah. So yeah, Happy Wheels is great.
Good
Yeah,
game,
this is a good
fun.
one.
It's also user content, so that is a huge bonus.
Yeah.
So my next pick, going back to cool math games again, but actually like it's Bloons Tower Defense.
Oh yeah, that one I've also. I mean, it's been so long, but yeah, that one I played like one time.
It's like the standard internet
the first
tower defense game.
I think the actual first time I played that game was actually recently, and I only played it because Moon played it on stream. Yep. That's fun. That's another good one.
That's probably one of the most popular ones ever. So now I'm going with a personal choice of mine. I actually played this like a year ago. Alex, you may not want to play it because it takes time. You can't really just jump into it. But it's Age of War. So you play against an AI and you play through time. So you gain money over time and you buy units and send them across the field, and the goal is to destroy their base. And there's different types of units, and you can build turrets, and it goes along with the time. So you start with cavemen. So you send like cavemen with spears, or you can pay a little more and send guys with like rock slingshots, or you can spend or the most on like a dude on dinosaur that fucking has a bunch of health and shit. And then you can get enough XP and you upgrade and go to another point in time. So then you upgrade to like you go to like cathedrals with like knights and shit. So then you get knights and you have a church instead of like a cave that you live in. And then you go to like, it's like the French Revolution, so you get musketeers and cannoneers and shit. And then you go to current day and there's army guys. You get tanks. And then you go to the future and there's like super soldiers, and it's pretty fun, and just like building up as fast as you can and trying to outrace the other guy to advance in time first.
Why is the music getting louder? Oh my god!
And just trying to go through time faster than your opponent was always just super fun for me. And that game was pretty cool. Fun. But like I said, it's hard to just it's hard to just play a little bit of that.
Just you describing it sounds really cool. That might be something I have to look into.
And then there's easy, medium, and hard. And the hard is actually fairly hard. You have to. It's resource management, but very limited. Because I don't really like resource management that well. But it's how small it is. It makes it simple for me. So I like it.
I like that.
And the music gets well. And there's like super specials for each period. It's like when you're the caveman, you can activate your special, and it's like fucking meteors and shit. And then like the like Knights Cathedral get like fucking Crusader power, so they get buffed up. And then army guys drop a bunch of bombs and shit. So there's different things.
Cool. I like it. That's a pretty cool one.
And there's like a 2 and a 3, but the classic is the best.
All right, so I'm gonna.
If we don't have the same number one, you're a damn communist.
Well, we're not gonna have the same number one because I had Kitten Cannon as my number one, and audible. I'm gonna call an audible, actually, and put on Territory War.
I had my link pasted already.
Are you serious?
We both have Territory War, and I'm not changing my mind. So.
All right, number one, number one, both of us, Territory War. we picked the exact same link at the exact same time.
Turn-based
volume all the way up.
Turn-based stick figure combat. It's so incredible. And there's Chuck Norris. And you could just so awesome.
You can play as Chuck Norris yourself. I hate Chuck Norris memes, but that one holds up. The year was 2006. It was funny.
Just great. It's a very simplified Worms.
I was gonna say it's Worms.
It's a very simplified version of Worms. Like you get grenade, you can jump, hit. It's so just classic. The music was fucking awesome, and then beating through the story. was only imagining that was going to be your number one choice from the beginning. I can't believe you almost didn't have that on your list if I didn't put Kitten Cannon.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. It was one of those things where it's like going back and playing it now, it didn't do. It just doesn't. It's not as fun. But
Yeah, that's my list is how much fun I had with it as a kid.
oh, I played the shit out of this. Territory War was the
Hell
best.
yeah.
Just getting all your naming your squad after you and your friends.
Hell yeah.
Or if you didn't have any friends, you and your the people you wish you could be.
My team name was always the Hot Dogs for whatever reason. I have no idea why. That's just what I named us. It was dumb. But yeah,
I'd
Territory
always
War.
have my team named after my Little League baseball team.
Lord. So yeah, easy choice for me. A few honorable mentions probably to discuss. I mentioned Bowman 2 earlier. That is just such a simple game. Two people standing apart and you click and drag, kind of like the Kitten Cannon mechanics, and just shoot an arrow and try to kill the other guy. It's as simple as that. Or you can do like the bird hunting mode. Pretty simple. Raft Wars 2.
Yes.
Fucking awesome.
Good game.
I probably should have put that thinking about it now. Similar thing like Kitten Cannon, like launch from one side to the other to kill them. Upgrade your rafts, different shit like that. So that was always awesome. Can you think of anything, Ben?
Balloons, just all the balloons games. Not even tower defense, but just the normal. You got a monkey, you're throwing darts. There's a lot of fun puzzle games.
Oh, there's a ton of Escape the Room, all the frickin' room games, man. So many of those were fun. Man, I'm trying to think. I know there's Whack Your Boss. That game was so just dumb. And like Stick Figure Torture Chamber, like just like the games that you don't even really play. Just,
what about Spank the Monkey?
I was gonna say Spank the Monkey, but I didn't know if you would know it or not. But yeah, Spank the Monkey was freaking awesome. Oh man. Also, shout out to Divine Intervention, the same website that Happy Wheels was on. That game was pretty cool. Side scroller, like shoot 'em up. That was pretty neat.
All right, Alex.
And then, of
So
course,
I need you guys to quickly go through both your top fives.
also shout out to the original Trials motorcycle games, which were actually BMX games before they were motorcycle. I love playing those. All right, so we both had Territorial Wars at 1. I didn't write it down. My 2 was Age of War.
Okay.
My 3 was no, not Interactive Buddy. I had
Are you sure?
Interactive.
Interactive Buddy, Kitten Cannon.
Yeah, Age of War, Territory War, and Happy Wheels.
Okay.
My 5 were. I'll just message it. Territory War, Bloons Tower Defense, Block Soars, Impossible Quiz, and Kanye Zone.
Well, I did it based off of points on which games I thought were good. I both gave you a point for Territory Wars because that game is pretty good.
It's epic.
It's just worms. It's worms. You can't be down to the worms. Will, you got a point for Age of War. For Happy Wheels. And for the other game that you said that wasn't interactive, buddy.
Kitten Cannon.
Kitten Cannon. So, Will, you have 4 points.
Alright, I'll take it.
Ben, you got a point for Territory Wars. You got a point for Block Source. You got a point for... What other games did you say?
Bloons Tower Defense.
You got for Bloons Tower Defense.
Impossible Quiz.
Impossible Quiz.
And we have a fucking...
But not for Kanye Zone.
It's
oh
a
my
tie.
goodness.
So it is currently a tie.
Well, you know what this means. we have to talk to the fans. We have to let the 11 viewers decide. We are not flipping a coin.
Flip.
Heads or tails, kitty cat.
Coin.
We'll have a fan vote on this. Make the list. Put up a neat graphic.
Which I use Microsoft Word to make.
Underrated software.
Alright. Be sure to vote at the Party Chat Pod. And be sure to tune in next week for our own Game Awards, name pending. I call them the Glovies. The Glubbies.
Gloverners.
And be sure to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! On Netflix for book club.
Yes, our book club book of the week is Yu-Gi-Oh! I watched the first season in like 3 days. I haven't watched it before. It's pretty good.
Epic.
That's about it for me.
Any closing remarks? Any Thanksgiving tales that we need to know? Which we should have said at the beginning.
Thursday night, I puked for like 7 hours straight.
Oh yeah, Ben tummy hurt.
Yeah, I had too much Thanksgiving. I had to get sent to the doctor.
Did Ben have the same thing I had, but my problem was the butt?
Uh-oh.
No, I was just straight up puke.
Oh, that sucks.
It's not good. Not good.
I went to Cracker Barrel, and it was probably one of the best Thanksgiving dinners I've had in years.
I ate bagel bites.
I feel like it's an incredible disappointment to go to Cracker Barrel on Thanksgiving.
Nah, dude.
Did you hear what I said?
Bagel bites are good.
Lunchables are good.
Burritos are food.
They sure damn are. Alright. For Alex and Ben, follow the Party Chat Pod on Twitter at the Party Chat Pod. Please sponsor the pod. We're dying. We say,
you're dying, I make foam.
See ya.